hotel hallway was silent, carpet muffling my footsteps as I slipped past the pool closed sign, towel slung over my shoulder. It was past midnight, the kind of hour where everything feels still except me. I'd been restless all night, my husband snoring in our room 2 floors up, oblivious to my escape. I needed air, water, something. The pool door clicked shut behind me, and I smirked, expecting the chlorine-scented quiet I'd come for. Hey, before we dive in real quick, if you're new here and digging these wild rides, hit that subscribe button. Takes 2 seconds, keeps you locked in, and means everything to me. Already with me? You're the real MVP. Let's jump in. Pool shimmered under dim lights, a glassy blue rectangle surrounded by empty lounge chairs. Then I saw them 4 figures floating in the deep end, stark naked, skin glistening in the water's glow. 2 barely legal, maybe 19, lean and cocky, their wet hair plastered to their heads. The other 2, gray-haired, pushing 60, broad and weathered, drifting with lazy confidence. Lifeguards, I guessed, off-duty and way past caring. One of the older ones tanned, beard dripping, spotted me first, grinning as he tossed a towel my way. "Lose the suit," he said, voice rough and casual. "Your husband won't mind." I caught the towel midair, my pulse kicking up. My black one-piece clung to me, still dry, my dark hair loose over my shoulders. I was 28, fit enough, restless enough. The air hummed with chlorine and heat, and I should have turned back. Instead, I laughed, sharp and low. "Who says he gets a vote?" I shot back, dropping the towel on a chair. The younger one, blonde, all smirks, swam closer, propping his arms on the edge. "That's the spirit. Name's Kyle." "Tom," the bearded one added, floating on his back, unashamed. "Jake," said the other kid, dark-haired, treading water, eyes flicking over me. "Ray," the last one rumbled, gray hair slicked back, drifting toward the shallow end. "Join us." I hesitated, glancing at the locked door, the dark windows. No cameras, no witnesses, just me and 4 strangers in a pool that wasn't supposed to be open. My husband's snores echoed in my head, and I smirked, kicking off my sandals. Why not? I tugged the straps of my suit down, slow, letting it slide off my shoulders, then my hips, pooling at my feet. The air hit my skin, cool and sharp, and I stepped to the edge, diving in clean, the water swallowing me whole. I surfaced in the deep end, hair slicked back, and they closed in, Kyle and Jake flanking me, Tom and Ray circling slower, deliberate. "Nice form," Tom said, voice low, drifting closer. "Been a while since we had company," Ray added, his hand brushing my arm underwater, warm against the cool. I treaded water, caught in the middle, their eyes on me, hungry, curious, bold. "What's the game?" I asked, voice steady, testing. "No game," Jake said, grinning, splashing closer. "Just fun." Kyle's hand grazed my waist, light, teasing, and I didn't pull away. "You're not shy," he murmured, close enough to feel his breath. "Neither are you," I said, smirking, letting my fingers brush his chest. Then Tom's arm, feeling muscle shift beneath wet skin. Ray moved behind me, hands settling on my hips, steady and sure. "Relax," he whispered, lips near my ear, beard ticking my neck. I leaned into him, instinctive, and Jake closed the gap in front, kissing me soft, then firm, tasting like pool water and recklessness. Kyle's hands slid lower, tracing my thighs, while Tom's fingers found my shoulders, kneading slow, deliberate. I broke the kiss, gasping, head spinning. "This how you spend your shifts?" "Only the good ones," Tom rumbled, lips grazing my collarbone. The water lapped around us, a cocoon of heat and motion. My hands roamed Jake's chest, Kyle's back, Ray's arms caught in the tangle. Ray lifted me slightly, my legs wrapping around him, and Jake pressed closer, kissing my neck, hands wandering. Kyle stayed beside me, lips on my shoulder, while Tom guided my hand to him, steady and unhurried. pool lights flickered. We froze, water still rippling, breaths heavy. Footsteps echoed outside, slow, deliberate. A voice muffled through the door. "Anyone in there?" "Shit," Kyle muttered, ducking lower. Ray smirked, not letting go. "Stay still." The door rattled, then opened. A guy stepped in, mid-30s, hotel staff, flashlight in hand, uniform crisp. He paused, beams sweeping over us, me in the center. 4 naked lifeguards around me, water barely hiding the scene. "After hours party?" he asked, dry, not moving. "Something like that," Tom said, casual, floating back. The guy, his tag red mark, didn't leave. He set the flashlight down, smirking. "Mind if I join?" My pulse jumped. Jake laughed low, more the merrier. Mark kicked off his shoes, unbuttoning his shirt, slow and deliberate. "Been a long shift," he said, stepping to the edge, dropping his pants, then diving in. He surfaced beside me, water dripping from his dark hair, eyes locked on mine. "Sophie," I said, breathless, introducing myself like it mattered. "Mark," he echoed, hand brushing my arm, then my waist, pulling me closer. Ray shifted behind me, hands still on my hips, kissing my neck again. Jake and Kyle flanked me, lips and hands returning, while Tom watched, then moved in, guiding my hand back to him. Mark kissed me harder, hungrier than Jake, his hands sliding lower, joining the rhythm. "Switch," Ray rumbled, voice low. Mark nodded, and they moved, Mark taking Ray's place behind me, hands rougher, lifting me higher, Jake in front, kissing me deep, Kyle and Tom close, hands everywhere. The water churned, waves slapping the edges, the air thick with chlorine and heat. My nails dug into Jake's shoulders, then Mark's arms, then Ray's chest, anchoring me as the tension built, sharp and wild. A splash, sharp, unexpected. We stilled mid-motion. A woman surfaced in the shallow end, petite, maybe 40, dark hair slicked back, naked as the rest of us. She grinned, swimming closer. "Heard there was a party." "Jesus," Kyle muttered, laughing. "Liz," she said, voice smooth, reaching us. "Night manager, off duty." Tom smirked, "Welcome back." My head spun 5 now, circling me, water lapping at my skin. Liz swam up, hands brushing my thighs, then my waist, pulling me toward her. "Room for me?" she asked, lips close. "Always," Ray said, voice low, shifting to make space. Liz kissed me soft, then firm, tasting like mint and risk. Mark pressed behind me, hands firm, Jake and Kyle flanking, Tom guiding my hand again, Ray watching, then joining. The pool turned chaotic, 6 bodies, hands, mouths, water splashing, the hum of the filters drowned out by breaths and groans. "More," Liz whispered, smirking against my lips. I nodded, caught in at her touch, their heat, the madness of it all. Mark lifted me, turning me, Jake followed. Kyle's hands roamed. Tom's lips hit my neck. Ray's grip steadied me. Liz's fingers traced higher. I lost track, bodies blending, tension coiling, the water a blur of motion and need. The door creaked again. We froze, panting, water stilling. Footsteps multiple, light. 2 voices, soft, curious. "Mark, Liz." Liz laughed low. Reinforcements. 2 more figures stepped in, a woman, mid-20s, blonde, towel around her waist, and a guy, maybe 50, bald, in swim trunks. They paused, taking us in, me in the center. 6 others tangled around me. The pool a mess of waves and bare skin. "Guests," the woman said, dropping her towel. "I'm Claire." "Ben," the guy added, kicking off his trunks, diving in. My heart thudded 8 now, closing in. Claire swam up, hands on my shoulders, kissing me slow, Ben behind her, joining the fray. Liz smirked, Mark shifted, Jake and Kyle pressed closer, Tom and Ray flanked me, the pool a riot of bodies and heat. It didn't stop. The night stretched, wild and endless, and I knew this was just the start. So tell me, would you have jumped in? What would you have done in that pool? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading everyone. Before you go, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next drop. Thanks for being here. Catch you soon.